In this section, we continue our How Pipelines Are Built series with steps 8 to 14.
Procurement planning. With engineering information developing, procurement planning determines what must be purchased, when it must be ordered, and where it must be delivered. Pipeline projects depend on long lead materials and carefully sequenced deliveries, so line pipe, valves, fittings, bends, coatings, anchors, weights, pumps, compressors, meters, instrumentation, and specialty components must be planned against the construction schedule. The procurement plan must support both active zones of the project. The working area needs materials available at the correct workfront, while the material area must receive, store, inspect, track, and distribute those materials in the correct sequence. Poor procurement planning can create idle crews, resequencing, double handling, and schedule delays, while good procurement planning keeps the construction spread moving. Pipe and material procurement. Pipe and material procurement is one of the major task groups in a pipeline project. Line pipe must be ordered, manufactured, inspected, coated, transported, stored, and delivered according to the project schedule. Valves, fittings, bends, flanges, insulating joints, anchors, weights, coating materials, instrumentation, pumps, compressors, meters, and specialty items must also be purchased and tracked. Some materials are standard industrial items, while others are specialized for the pipeline route, operating pressure, product type, or crossing conditions. A delay in material delivery can affect welding, tie-ins, crossings, hydrotesting, and commissioning, which is why procurement must stay connected to engineering, construction planning, cost control, and schedule management. Staging areas and storage yards. Before main construction begins, the project must establish staging areas and storage yards. These areas support the material side of the project, where pipe, valves, fittings, coating materials, anchors, weights, fuel, equipment, spare parts, temporary offices, safety supplies, and construction consumables are received, stored, inspected, and tracked. The staging area is not separate from the construction plan because it is the supply base that feeds the working area along the right-of-way. If materials are stored too far from the workfront, hauling costs increase, and if materials are poorly organized, crews may wait while equipment sits idle and productivity drops. Good staging supports safe, efficient, and continuous construction. Mobilization. Mobilization is the point where the project begins to move from planning into field execution. Construction crews, supervision teams, equipment, field offices, temporary facilities, safety systems, maintenance support, fuel storage, inspection teams, and support services are brought to site. For remote pipeline projects, mobilization can be a major activity on its own because the project must plan how people, equipment, fuel, spare parts, food, water, communications, and emergency support will reach the work fronts. Mobilization also connects the material area to the working area because equipment and materials must be ready before the construction spread begins. Poor mobilization creates delay before the real construction work even starts. Access preparation pipeline crews cannot build efficiently unless they can reach the work front. Access preparation includes grading access roads, preparing entry points, building temporary roads, installing matting where needed, improving drainage, and creating safe routes for trucks, crews, and heavy equipment. Access routes connect staging areas, stockpile yards, camp locations, fuel points, and the right-of-way. They are especially important in remote terrain, wet ground, mountainous areas, agricultural land, forests, and environmentally sensitive zones. Access preparation may seem like a support activity, but it controls productivity because if access is weak, materials arrive late, equipment movement slows, and every construction crew feels the impact. Right-of-way clearing. Right-of-way clearing prepares the pipeline corridor for construction. This work may include bush clearing, tree removal, brush removal, clearing and grubbing, debris removal, timber salvage, and environmental protection measures. The objective is to create a safe construction corridor while staying within the approved right-of-way limits. Clearing must also respect environmental restrictions, landowner requirements, watercourse setbacks, wildlife windows, and cultural or community commitments. Cleared materials may need to be salvaged, hauled, mulched, disposed of, or stockpiled. This is often the first visible sign of construction, and it opens the working area for grading, stringing, trenching, and the mainline construction activities that follow. Topsoil stripping and grading. After clearing, the right-of-way must be graded and prepared for construction. Topsoil is often stripped and stored separately so it can be replaced during restoration, while subsoil, spoil piles, drainage paths, slopes, and working surfaces must be managed carefully. Grading creates a safer and more stable surface for equipment, pipe stringing, welding crews, trenching machines, side booms, inspection vehicles, and restoration work. In some areas, the project may need erosion control, silt fencing, ditch breakers, drainage measures, or special environmental protection. Good grading supports every activity that follows, while poor grading can reduce productivity, increase equipment wear, create safety hazards, and delay the mainline construction spread.